County, where a jury found Nicole Sanchez Peralta guilty of murder in the 2021 death of Sanaa Amenhotep.
And it didn't take them long to come to that decision, about 30 minutes or so. News 19's Peyton Lewis joins us live now. Peyton, we understand you had a chance to speak to Sanaa's family after the verdict. What are they saying tonight?
JR, Darcy, as you can imagine, they feel a sense of relief, a sense of justice after knowing that another one of the suspects charged in their daughter's killing will go to prison. But while Sanaa Amenhotep's family says they're happy with today's verdict, they add it's not over yet.
I feel a sense of relief for not having to live the nightmare 3 times as, previously predicted. At the same time, there's still, we still have a climb to make in this thing called justice as it relates to Sanaa.
Smiles came across faces in the courtroom Tuesday as a guilty verdict was read for Nicole Sanchez Peralta, who was found guilty of helping kidnap and kill 15-year-old Sanna Amenhotep. Sanaa's parents say this is a piece of what they've been waiting for the last 2 years.
It's a sigh of relief. To see that, my daughter, her life was not in vain.
Sanchez Peralta was tried as an adult and pled not guilty. They say she and 2 other men lured Sanaa out of her home, shot and killed her, then buried her in a rural part of Lexington County just off I-20. During the trial, the defense tried to argue that Sanchez Peralta had been abused by one of the other suspects, her boyfriend, Travion Nelson, and was forced to participate in the crime. The prosecution, however, said she was a willing participant in the murder. After 6 days of testimony and evidence being presented, the decision was left up to the jury. They were charged after 1 o'clock and started their deliberations at around 1:45. It would take them only about 30 minutes to make their decision. Guilty. After the verdict was read out in court, the prosecution celebrated with hugs and shaking hands with Sanaa's family. However, Sanchez Peralta's mother left the courtroom inconsolable. Sanaa's parents say they never want to see anything like their daughter's case happen ever again.
When I say that I don't want this to happen to another family, that's exactly what I'm speaking of. The evil that befell our family could easily befall anybody else's. And that's why it's so important, for justice to be served in this particular case, is because the act itself was so gruesome.
Judge Deborah McCaslin has set a tentative date for sentencing on June 30th, and Sanaa's family said they plan to attend to read victim impact statements. And that tentative date is subject to change based on the availability of both sets of attorneys and the families involved in this case. Sanchez Peralta's attorneys have already called for a retrial once sentencing is complete. Reporting in Lexington, Peyton Lewis, News 19, WLTX. JR?
Peyton, thank you.